more news coming in. The United Kingdom has pledged a significant $27 million in humanitarian aid to support Gaza. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer has announced that the funding will provide essential services like water, sanitation and hygiene through organizations such as UNICEF, the World Food Programme and the Norwegian Refugee Council. This aims to alleviate the widespread hunger, malnutrition and diseases affecting many in the region. This announcement comes as a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas is holding. In addition, Britain is set to host a three-day summit focused on Gaza's reconstruction, bringing together international governments, the private sector and development finance groups, including the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development and the World Bank as well. This year alone, Britain has contributed £74 million in humanitarian support to Palestine. Still with us on the broadcast is Mr. Ross Gold. Now, speaking of a post-war Gaza, if the plan in its entirety does come into effect, that is going to be, reconstruction is a long-drawn process. It will inevitably take many, many years. So what's really needed to be done urgently?
I would say the urgent thing here is still on Hamas. It's on Hamas to give up its weapons and to really depart Gaza forever. Because if they don't, it leaves open the possibility of future hostilities. Keeping in mind that over the past 20 years, Hamas and Israel have gone to war multiple times. 2023 was not the first time. And every time that they go to war, there's significant destruction in Gaza, and then it has to be rebuilt. In the past, it's been rebuilt with aid from the Gulf states, notably Qatar. But if donors are really going to commit to serious funding, the many billions of dollars that it will take to rebuild Gaza, whether that's housing, schools, any other type of public facilities, they're not going to commit that money if there's a possibility that there will be war again. So the onus is on Hamas to surrender, to leave, and that will give international donors the comfort they need that there won't be another war within a few years, and it's safe to invest these massive amounts of money that are needed to rebuild Gaza. You mentioned the UK has said they're going to donate $27 million. Well, that's just going to last a few days. There's 2 million people in Gaza. $27 million is not going to feed them for very long. So obviously, the countries leading this effort are going to be looking at multi-billion-dollar commitments to rebuild Gaza. But again, I would say the key thing here for that to be a success is for Hamas to go away.
Indeed, and in the meantime, we're also seeing, Netanyahu warned Israelis to still remain united despite this fragile peace that is existing currently. He's in fact told them to not remember that their enemies are still looking at attacking Israel. In the meantime, we've seen that Iran has snubbed Egyptian President El-Sisi's invite to the Gaza Peace Summit in Egypt. And its foreign minister has also given statements that they obviously do not trust the Zionist regime in Israel. Why do you think Iran is coming out and making these statements? Is it because its terror proxies have now been decimated?
Iran wants to remind everyone in the region that they're still there, that they're still a player, that they want to be relevant to the future of the West Bank and Gaza, but it's kind of hard to take them seriously. The reason why they do need to be taken seriously, though, is because of the potential that they're going to continue to research and develop nuclear weapons and or provide funding to their terrorist proxy groups. But when it comes to Prime Minister Netanyahu, the thing to really watch here going forward, assuming that the ceasefire lasts and the war actually is over, which is still an if at the moment, but assuming that it is, then there's going to be a political reckoning in Israel. Netanyahu has tensions with his coalition partners. He has his criminal court cases that are ongoing. And also, when the war ends, there are going to be significant investigations in Israel into how the war began, into the intelligence and military failures that led to Hamas's attack on October 7, 2023. And Netanyahu is going to be a target of those investigations because he was the prime minister for many years, or most of the period preceding Hamas's attack. So Netanyahu's position, once the war ends, because during the war you could say we need to be unified, but after the war ends, his position, his political position, does start to become tenuous, and that's going to be something really interesting to watch.
Thank you, Mr. Feingold, for taking out time, sharing your perspective with us on NewsX World. With that, viewers, we're shifting focus away from the Middle East towards Europe. Ukrainian